1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, poetry beckons. A new recap of our good tale. Wild Eye Woods travailed. Mesa Isa and Jump dead. Nearly in draws near.
It's 10 years ago, and you have been outmatched and captured by a horde of goblins. You find yourself locked in rickety cages as the goblins rifle through and scatter your belongings.
Oh, come on, leave it.
Hey,
come on, leave off. Come on,
hey,
please.
you know that is priceless. It has great sentimental value.
Just let us go.
Be careful.
An invaluable opportunity to learn about the futility of ownership.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, goblins.
No, hands off that. That's a haiku that I wrote.
Oh, no, they can probably take that one then.
My friend, you've been dabbling in the high art of haikus. I'm truly honoured and would love to hear the haikus that you're able to reclaim from these filthy goblins.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah,
think-
to be honest, whilst we're tied up here, if you've got any memorised, that would be great.
It's not really how I work. Hey, goblins. You.
No, please,
Lads,
please just rack your brains.
Can you-
I'd love
hey,
to
I want
hear
you to-
one.
I respect your process.
Do me a favour and just read one of the brilliant pieces of art that I've wrote there. And that's a 22 persuasion.
I don't... can you show me those dice? But, yeah, okay, you see one of the goblins grab the scraps of paper, look you dead in the eyes, look down at the paper, look back at you, and then just crams the paper into its mouth.
Damn,
It's
I forgot that
beautiful.
the word perform in goblin language means eat greedily, as if you haven't eaten in many days. Okay, here we
Bit
go.
rusty on our goblin.
Travelling on road. The time for vengeance is quite soon. Jump Fundenden. Yes.
A single tear rolls down Blair's cheek. He says nothing.
Thanks so much, man. Come in for a hug. And I cast lay on hands and heal you for one.
Okay.
I guess I'm like level 1 at this point.
Are you at... Did we discover you were immune to poison?
No, that's just disease, my friend.
Right, so you're going to have to roll a constitution saving check, I'm afraid, for that.
Absolutely. It's worth it for the hug. That's a 3, man.
That's not going to fucking do it, mate.
So Jump shits himself.
You are now poisoned for 1 minute.
Oh, great.
And he wipes it. He smears a new haiku on the wall in his own excrement.
Yay!
You just got to take it when inspiration takes you, you know?
How enthusiastic are the goblins looking at this stage about their
Well,
prisoners?
nearby, you see that 2 of the goblins are starting to prepare a fire and spit that seems to be perfectly sized for a grung.
Oh, I am pretty hungry. That'd be nice. What are you cooking?
Pretty grungry.
Nope.
Okay, that's 4 syllables.
I wouldn't.
You're going to need another constitution saving check. Coming in for because Blair's coming in for a high five.
To my face.
Back in the present. Back in the present, you find yourself on the East Road out of the Wild Eye Woods, approaching a familiar inn, the Tavern of Dicey Delights, where you stayed on your travels many years ago. But as you get closer, you see there have been some changes. What was once a rundown mess is now a meticulously maintained structure, and instead of Dicey Delights, the sign reads the Catchpole Beacon.
Oh, that's a shit name.
That's a lot of negativity
just-
coming from you,
I
Mike.
was just joking.
Is that Nell or is that
I was just
Metsa?
joking. I was like, the Tavern of Dicey Delights. I was trying to be like, oh, our old stomping ground.
I agree. I much preferred the previous name. I would like to have a word with this new proprietor.
That's what I was getting at, the proprietor.
All is impermanent. Even pub names. Even brilliant pub names.
Oh, it's a shame when they come in and they revamp the place and put the prices up by 50% in it.
Gastro Tavern.
Oh, yeah, that's it. They call it a gastro tavern. And they just put sprigs of coriander on top of all their meals and charge you double.
La Fancy Buffet.
Yeah.
La fancy buffet.
Well, if they still serve those massive pork pies with jelly on the outside,
Jelly on the outside.
I am still going to have a word with this proprietor.
Many grung have met their end in the cooking areas of such places. All the words left me on that one. I had,
Sometimes you
it's
don't need
weird.
them.
The words for kitchen and the establishment presented themselves to me and then just floated away as I reached for them.
Real will-o'-the-wisp situation.
Cooking place.
The cooking place.
That's all right, Blur. How about I get in that round? You can give me the money, of course, and you take a seat at the at an empty table, and I'll be right over with them. Definitely.
Oh, yes, that's what we call a jump round.
That's what I mean anyway. And I walk in.
Can I ask? Me and Jump technically have jobs, but do the other two have any money whatsoever?
There is a small amount of money awarded for entry into successful entry upon the various music venues in which we have played, which is split 4 ways. Otherwise, I live very comfortably within my means.
In a pond.
For
free.
Eating pond scum.
A monetary reward for entering a competition. Truly, this is a high fantasy world where things are not as it seems.
Successfully being on stage. Being on stage for money reasons is the thing that I wanted to say.
Yeah, that still is English. Well done.
Yep.
You're doing well tonight.
Oh, yeah.
That bad chicken kebab really fucked you up, didn't it?
Sure did.
Fucked you up good.
The parasites got to his brain.
Nell, does Morik have any money? Does he believe in the concept of money?
Probably not.
Mark has acorns. As money. And people don't accept them. Most people don't accept acorns
funny
as
that.
payment. So it's a bit awkward. Yeah. I mean, maybe he has some money, but I would say he doesn't have a job in the sense of you guys, how you have jobs.
Okay.
He's like, caretakes and things. I don't know that he gets paid.
Yeah, that's fair. Or he gets paid as well as a caretaker would.
Or that's right. Yeah. So I'm not sure. He might have some money like jingling around, but I wouldn't say a lot.
He does have a bear,
That's true.
so that's pretty good.
That's true.
That's going to get you a lot.
That'll get you a profit. Sending residuals on the bear.
I'd make a stock markety joke about bear because I know it's a term, but I don't know what it means. But just insert it here and pretend I knew what I was.
Appreciate the
I was
effort.
joking about. It's a bear market.
good one.
It's a
Good
bear
one, Jen.
market. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
The Wall Street listeners are losing their mind.
Fucking hated that.
Yeah. Hey, Wall Street. Hey, that one was for you. Now fuck off.
Fuck off, you soulless pricks.
Wow, funny, you guys forgot to do your character voices there.
That was from the heart.
Yeah. Fuck off.
For a sec. I Jump walked into the tavern.
No, wait, aren't we in cages?
No, that was 10 years ago.
Oh, right, sorry.
Never leave.
In a way, Morik has
Sorry.
never shed the cage.
In a very literal way, in as much as we couldn't figure out how to get Morik out of this cage. And so, luckily, he was large enough he could just put his feet and arms through. And it hasn't been an issue since. I don't know if the art has been reflecting this.
That's right. You couldn't get him out the door. It was too small.
I best update the art and the podcast artwork to reflect Morik in a cage.
Yeah, no longer in a cage. And Jump goes in.
As you enter, you are greeted with a warm and welcoming tavern. There's a crackling fire burning in the hearth, and a half-elf woman sits in the corner, softly playing music on the lute.
Oh, that's nice.
Across from her sits a hooded man, smoking a long pipe, who seems to be staring in your direction quite intently. And standing upon a stool at the counter is the concierge, a well-dressed goblin with a thick mustache.
Fuck yeah. I'm imagining... Nah, it doesn't matter. I don't think any of you have played Final Fantasy IX, have you?
I have. No, I haven't. I just watched you play it.
Explain it with the context.
Nah, tell us anyway.
I didn't finish the first disc.
No, that's a shame.
Was he on the first disc?
Is he in the first 3 hours of the first disc?
You know what? I don't think he was, so we can move on.
This pub,
Okay.
this drinking establishment reminds me of our drinking hole back home. The music playing lady, the local pervert, and of course, the mustachioed proprietor. I feel as though we are very much at home here.
I
And we
mean,
should let all of our collective guards down.
I wonder if he has the same safe word.
Is the local pervert the mayor?
There's only one way to find out.
Actually, Morik, that's true. That is absolutely correct. The mayor is the biggest pervert and depraved mind that we've come to know.
The mayor is a perpetual problem that will need solving at some stage.
Margaret turns to Blurg and Morik and says, "How about you two take us a table, and I'll accompany Jump to the bar so that I'll help him carry his round back."
You honour me with this responsibility. As you know, I am extremely good at picking pub tables, as I do judge them by their moisture and
yes.
proximity to water.
Lovely.
I would like a stout, please.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I shuffle away.
One fantasy stout for Morik. But I did hear a couple of coins rustling in your little pouch there, mate. I wasn't joking.
You are more than entitled to them. Please procure me a quantity of salt water that I am able to submerge myself in for at least 1 hour.
A really big glass. I'll just put him in it.
Yeah. What's the biggest kind of vessel you've got? All right. So that's saltwater bath, pint of fantasy stout. All right. Come on, Maggie. Get your best charm face on.
Oh, okay. And the corners of her cheeks tremble slightly as a small sort of polite smile forces itself on.
Do you have to roll intimidation? That's beautiful, Maggie.
That's a 6. She's intimidating.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. You're quite the intimidating figure as you approach the concierge, who looks up and his eyes alight, and he puts on the biggest smile possible. Bonjour, Monsieur, Mademoiselle. Welcome to the Catchpole Beacon. How may I help you today?
Oh, we've...
so classy.
Hello. We'd like a round, if you don't mind. And I guess it's getting on. Maybe we should think about having a bed here for the night. How much are you charging? Just so I'll got an idea of the prices. Do you have beds still? The old Tavern of Dicey Delights used to do a good bed and breakfast combination.
We do. We've got plenty of rooms available at reasonable rates.
Oh, I'd love to hear them. I'm sure they are reasonable.
2 gold a room.
2 gold.
Yes.
2 gold a room.
Yeah. What's 2 gold? What does 2 gold get us? Like out of character now. What does 2 gold get us in the Forgotten Realms?
We turn to each other and Margaret and Jump turn to each other. And like, how much is money?
Yeah, are we handing over a month's wages here for this fucking rooms?
You know, I wrote 2,000 words in this Google Doc, and I at no point thought about the economy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I said in like our session 0, oh, you're never gonna have to worry about like buying things.
Yeah, okay.
So I wouldn't worry.
Is it within this
worry.
within our means?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, then that sounds reasonable.
I don't know, my friend.
Oh.
That sounds pretty steep to me. Thing is, I'm here with my wife, with whom I've been married for 28 years now.
Margaret looks over her shoulder.
and I put my arm around Joan and not Joan.
Joan?
Fuck. Margaret, what are you doing here? Pull her closer. And we're just here with our lovely kids, and I indicate the weird frog man and forest man. Forest father.
Blair is licking his own eyeballs.
They're a beautiful lot, and we're on a long journey, and it's very wholesome. Definitely subscribing to whichever god it is you're following. Where are you from, by the way, friend?
Where am I from? I'm from the very region, this forest area, the Wild Eye Woods.
Kind of a new provincial accent's come in since we were last here, although that was 10 years ago, and things like this do move pretty quick.
So we'll take 4 separate rooms with single beds for our loving family.
That's right, 1 room with 2 beds, and we'll pay no more than a gold coin, sir.
Four separate rooms. Four separate rooms.
I might have
4 separate beds in a room that can be pushed in the beds can be pushed together.
No,
I might have exaggerated a little bit when I said we had plenty of rooms.
Oh yeah.
When what I meant to say is we've got 2 rooms.
Oh.
Right,
And okay, we can move one. We can put 3 beds in one, can't we? And
well,
one
I mean,
in.
if the rooms are next to,
That's just the way it's. If that's the way it's going to shake out, I'll take the single room on my own.
well,
That's fine.
Hang on, Margaret. No need to settle for less, you know. So if these rooms are close together, I guess we could at least knock through one of the walls, and
It
then
would be
we'd all
no
be close. We'd be
imposition.
like
We
a
wouldn't
family.
want to put him out now, would we?
I don't know. I think we might.
You know what? We'll have a round of ales for everybody, and we'll talk about this.
And a vessel of water large enough to.
I got a 22 again.
Oh, hey,
No, I'm just going to get
Everyone's persuaded.
4 of whatever.
Everyone breaks out into rapturous applause for Jump Funded.
That's only because I've been handing out mushrooms around the room.
Oh, okay. It does make a lot of sense, actually.
How's that music going? For the half elf lady.
It's taking a turn.
It's gotten a lot more experimental.
Oh, yeah.
this goblin looks around towards the bar, sees there's no one there, and shouts, Clive! Clive! And then you notice that the doors in this inn are sized for larger folk, like humans and elves, but as he calls out, you notice that each one has a smaller door
cute.
set into the centre. And as one of these small doors swings open, you see another goblin in a crisp little bellhop uniform come scuttling out and
Adorable.
clambers up to the bar and starts pouring you some pints.
Lovely.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
Is it-
thanks. Let's leave a good head on them.
Yeah.
Very nice. Doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, gotta say, you are an artisan, my friend. Do seriously leave the head on the stout, though, because that guy over there can get really, really violent.
Oh, yes. Oh, shit. And we also want a big old bath of water.
Thank you.
I assume you do that.
you.
That's off the menu too,
That
right?
can be arranged for your room.
Yeah, that'll
Does
do.
it on the menu? Does it have like a G in parentheses to signify it's for grungs?
Yes. This isn't the first time.
Do you have a grung option?
I have to ask, are you actually a grung? It's just we do have a limited supply, so we want to limit it to the people who aren't able to enjoy other non-grung items.
Like, grung and bullywogs alike can take part in these baths.
Is
Paul.
Bullywog the name for anything that's not a grung?
No, it's another frog-like
It's another little
species that
dude.
exists in this world. There are two.
Fuck yeah.
You're not special.
Of course, Blair will be very up to date on all the news regarding frog-like creatures in this world.
Oh, you're a grung. Do you know? No, we don't all know each other. Yeah, I guess we take the foaming beers and the bath of salt water. No, that's going
Yes,
up to
yes,
the room,
there
isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay, we take the beers. I assume Grung wants a beer. I keep calling him Grung. I
Fucking
assume Blurt
racist.
wants a beer.
the concierge looks over to the bar and is like, "Mercy, buku, Clive. So I'll just let you know the Catchpole Beacon is known far and wide for its stew, and our chef Neville is cooking up quite the delicacy tonight.
Ah, lovely.
Can I sign you up for some stew?"
I think. And I'll look at the others. Morik. Bleh. Stew. Stew for all.
You mime stew across the room.
Stew.
Blair stares blankly at you.
Stew. Do you want stew?
Do
What?
you want stew?
Do you want some stew?
No.
Stew?
Wait, that's not
Yeah,
Mark
fuck you, beat
voice.
it.
That's not Mark voice. No, thank you.
That is true. I do see him tucking into that bag of mushrooms. So
Sorry, had
Really
me
good.
snack.
I would greatly appreciate some stew.
extra salty.
Yes.
An extra big and mostly water.
Yes. As close as you could get to the circumstances of my traditional habitat is how I enjoy food.
And if all the bits of stew could actually just be flies, that would be great.
3 stews, extra flies in 1. Can do. And he jumps off his little stool, and you see him scuttle away into the kitchen.
Lovely bloke. Very fancy.
Oh, this place has definitely fancied itself up a little bit.
Yeah.
Can we clarify some names just briefly? Sorry. Clive was the guy who served you at the bar?
Yes, Clive's the bellhop.
And who's the cook?
Neville.
Neville.
And did you actually find the name of the guy you were speaking
No,
to?
you don't know the name of the concierge.
Oh,
I can tell you
embarrassing.
out of character.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a mystery or something.
No, his name's Basil. It just didn't come up.
Oh.
So as you go back to your table, you get a lay of the room and notice the other people that are in this room with you. As previously established, there's a half-elf bard sat in the corner, absent-mindedly playing a soft ambient tune on her well-maintained lute. She's wearing a beaten crimson tunic and has tall mud-covered boots. Her long blonde hair is tied up messily and fastened in place with what looks like a crossbow bolt.
Cool.
Sat across from her is a human in a moss green ranger garb. He's sat by the window. His hood is up, obscuring his face, but you can make out the scruff of facial hair a few days past needing to be shaved. Over on the bar, there is a human with a great big ginger beard eating stew greedily. Can someone give me a perception check about him?
Now, when you say eating stew greedily, do you mean singing gently or callback?
What's it?
Is it?
Some people are really going to fucking love that we established that eating greedily was the
Oh,
goblin
yeah,
for...
eating greedily meant
Oh, yeah.
for reciting a poem.
I love the fact even the person who made the joke
Performing.
did not remember that fucking thing.
Oh, fucking hell. It was the stew that threw me. I was like, what?
Ah.
Is this a sex joke? Are we doing a sex thing about someone called
Yeah,
stew?
I thought it was meant to be a sex joke as well.
There was every chance it was going to be a sex
Yes,
joke.
now I remember. Gosh, it was only 23 minutes ago.
There's Stu sitting on the bar, his knob out on his
God, is
knee,
it-
enjoying it.
Has it only been 23 minutes? Oh, anyway.
Oh, fuck. After cutting, it's going to be even less for the listeners, and they're still not going to be able to tell the difference.
I got a 12 perception.
Hooray.
I got a 14.
Oh, okay. That is 22.
Whoa, okay. Yeah, no, Jump got a 11.
Great. So you, the three of you notice that he is wearing sort of road clothes, but Blair in particular can tell that they are made from a high-end material, which really signifies that this man comes from money. And then finally, there's a tabaxi woman wearing a modest purple dress with a bandolier of pouches slung over her shoulder, laying out cards on the table in front of her in what seems like a solitaire-esque game. Those are the people that are in the Catchpole Beacon with you this evening.
What sort of time? Is it early evening? Is it like...
Yeah, I would say it's about 7 o'clock.
Nice. It's a nice time to be settling down in the inn for the evening.
So just to double check, there's a half-elf bard, human ranger, human with beard, tabaxi, and was there a fifth, did you say?
Robed man.
The robed man is the ranger.
Oh, is he the human with beard?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, sorry. Who had the nice fancy
Is
rich
human
man?
with beard.
Who's fancy rich man.
Ginger.
Human with beard. Okay.
Human
the
with
one who was
ginger beard,
guzzling
sorry.
stew greedily.
Ginger human, I've put.
Ginger human. Rich ginger human.
Together our notes are complete.
Richly ginger
Formed
human.
together like Voltron to make one complete set of notes.
One complete sentence. Cool. Okay. So we go back to the table and we set down all the drinks and wait for Stu. And Jump looks around and goes, "Wonder if any of these people around here have heard of me, or at the very least, Tier God of Justice and the exploits I've accomplished for him."
I guess we're quite far out of Lower Coastberg now, so probably not. Jump. Probably not.
Yeah,
The way of the world, isn't it?
I guess so. Things do change.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah, 10 year. 10 year, exactly. Goblins not calling us Sir no more. Dicey Delight, go on.
He did call us
Didn't even have to say the whole of that
Monsieur
name.
and Madame, though, I think.
That's true.
He said something in foreign.
That's true. That fancy goblin sure was a fancy, charming dude.
To that goblin, Blur says, extending his cup.
To that goblin.
To that goblin whose name will live on in the memories of some.
But not us, because we haven't learnt it.
Probably that pervert over in the corner.
To not bothering to learn people's names.
Cheers, friends.
Cheers,
To
friends.
starting notes again at the beginning of each session.
So, what drinking game are we playing? First night away from the kids in a few years.
Oh, jeez.
Come
all right.
on. Someone must have learnt something new.
I could challenge you all to a game of who can submerge themselves in salty water for the longest.
Oh, I tell you, I remember that one used to be fun. You would always win, but
Yeah.
one of us would always come close to drowning, and that was entertaining.
I was usually the only person to have been happy to have taken part.
And I will beat you one of these days, Blurt. I promise you that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, memories. What fun we had. What japes.
You know what? We can do that later when we get upstairs to that definitely saltwater bathtub that we've ordered to be moved there. Until then, we're going to have to think of something else. Morik, what do you guys do for fun in the forest?
Wank.
Aside from that,
Dangerous drugs.
Yeah. It's just eating.
Small
We
mushrooms.
don't have drinking game. We drink water.
You don't play games whilst you drink that, do you? Who can get hydrated the fastest?
We play catch that waterfall
Oh, nice.
in our mouth.
I've played Catch That Waterfall before. I'll wink.
Just imagine just a whole bunch of them standing under a waterfall. Who can get the most?
taste that waterfall, says Morik. Taste it.
The unsuccessful Skittles catchphrase.
Open your mouth. Let the waterfall pour in. That's pretty good, actually.
You will enjoy it. These are Skittles. Lots of flavours. Yum, yum, yum. Buy the
They're really,
Skittles.
really good. Skittles.
End of
Flavor
slogan.
you can see.
Flavor you can see sounds mental, but it's actually a slogan for a brand of like a potato snack.
Really?
Potato even.
they're called shapes, and they've got they're like
They're biscuits. They're savoury biscuits.
savoury biscuits, and they've got like the original, which is just loads of herbs and just mostly salt and chili.
Pretty
I
much
think.
salt.
And the slogan is "Flavor you can see."
Wow.
Because we eat with our eyes.
Because they've covered it in like other colours, and they're like, look, but it's
Yeah.
really just salt.
Wow.
It's a simple country, Australia.
Yeah.
Special place. Whilst we're on complete fucking tangents, I did see a bread van the other day that just said on it, "It has never tasted better."
The van or the...
Sounds like a challenge. You got to chase that van down.
Who would like to join me in a game of Lick the Van?
Lick the van.
I nominate Jump as the van.
All right. Seems I'm going to need a couple gallons of liquid in me, and he downs his beer, and he takes off his helmet, and the divine light blasts from his eyes, and he goes, I'm the van man, catch me if you can," and then he runs in a circle around the tavern.
Oh, God.
It's been ages since I played Catch the Van, but I guess why not? Went on holiday. And Margaret also chugs her pint, but she's little, so a pint takes a little
Catch
longer.
me if you can.
Blur is going to attempt a very, very accurate long jump directly onto the face of Jump. I don't know how you want me to roll for that.
Okay, so we're going to decide this with contested athletics checks, I think. So I'm going to just need an athletics check from Jump to see how well he runs around the table. And then I'm going to need a acrobatics check from Bleg to see if he can land.
I'm happy
It's going to
with
be
that,
quite
yeah.
high. Well, depending on what Jump gets, will depend on how high you have to get.
Speaking of high, no, I rolled a 12.
Well,
Okay, it could be worse.
It's true. Could be worse than a
I rolled
12.
an 18.
Yeah, no, that does it. You
Pretty good.
You do. You land perfectly.
So you're just like,
That spin.
catch the van, man, catch the van if you can.
Just a grung to the face.
And then Jump just hits the deck because he can't see.
You caught the van man. You caught the van man.
I hope there are no consequences to your searing vision upon my form as I cling to your face.
Oh, no.
Do I have to take another Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
What do I? Because what do your eyes do exactly?
Both take one.
It's only if I decide to let the glory of Tig or
Right.
justice
see.
flow through me and charm my form, which I'm not currently because I'm playing
A fun game with your friends.
Van Man, catch me if you can.
Van man.
So you're not Cyclops from the X-Men.
Not currently, no.
Okay,
but I rolled a dirto 20.
Oh, yeah.
Da-da, twano.
So,
Dodo
Thankfully,
Twanai. Suddenly
you're-
there's 4 nails on the corner.
yeah, your fun drinking game is not ruined by a sudden poison attack from your frog
A
friend.
sudden shit in the suit attack.
It really moves
Yeah.
me that you are becoming more accustomed to the touch of my skin.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just friendship, man. I reckon we should do this more often. Immersion therapy and all that, whatever that is.
I genuinely think it would be better for your well-being if we didn't. But I appreciate the offer.
By this point, Margaret's finished her pint. She runs forward and sort of jumps into the pile.
Elbow first.
Can I roll a perception check on?
Fancy pylon.
Can I roll a perception check on how the other patrons of the bar are taking all of this?
Please do.
This is the kind of place the Dicey Delights used to be, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the sort of place the Dicey Delights used to be. But I
Yeah.
feel like you've got the vibe that the Catchpole Beacon maybe isn't this kind of bar.
Bullshit.
Jump did not get that vibe.
Jump missed that memo.
I was the van man. He caught me if he can.
We caught the van man. We caught the van man. We caught him because we could. Come on, Blurk.
What'd you get, Bag?
I rolled a 14, and then I've got perception. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. 3.
Yeah, you get a good understanding that
How inappropriate this is.
the Tabaxi is pretending not to be bothered by it. In fact, she might not be bothered by it, but she's pretending not to look at you, but you can tell that she is glancing from sides, like, away from her solitaire-esque game at you. The half-elf woman is not bothered at all. She hasn't missed a stride in her lute playing.
She's a pro.
The bearded
She's in the
man
zone.
has turned around in his chair, but he doesn't look bothered by it. He looks like he is enjoying watching you guys have fun. He's got a big old smile on his face. And the the hooded ranger still just looks stoic, smoking his long pipe in the corner.
Busy getting his perv on.
Maybe.
Are his
you don't
robes-
know what this guy's kinks are yet.
Are his robes moving at all? Sort of. Any kind of
By
rhythmic
stoic,
way.
you mean deeply horny.
That's an unsettling idea for Lord of the Rings, isn't it? What was Aragorn doing with that other hand?
Lonely nights on the trail.
At this point, a third goblin comes out, and due to his chef whites, you may presume that he is Neville. But he makes his way out of the kitchen and presents you all with full steaming bowls of stew. Neville looks a little rougher than Basil and Clive, in that he has a scar over his left eye and is missing a large portion of his teeth.
Oh, shit.
But he looks up at you as he places them on the table and is like, "Stew's here."
Oh, wonderful.
God bless you.
That
Pete.
smells delicious.
Purveyor of broth.
Enjoy. And then he scuttles away.
Thank you. We will.
Fantastic.
Should we ask what's in it?
Stew.
Great.
I think you can plainly see there is stew and there is water.
You're right. You know what? My motto when we're out on the trail, when we're out adventuring, don't ask what's in the stew.
Shut up and eat it. That's what my...
Shut up and eat it. That's what I say.
Gran
As
used
I
to
say
say.
to my kids every day. Shut up and eat it.
That and go away.
I'm a great mother.
As the common expression in this world goes, never ask how many things needed to be butchered for the stew.
It's almost a
I
haiku.
eat it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I eat it.
yeah, straight
You
away.
don't need me to. I don't know why I rolled for that, but I don't know why.
I don't know.
I eat it very badly.
You know, yeah, I guess if you wanted to roll a
Slop it
dexterity
right down
check
myself.
to see if you got a spoon to your mouth, but I feel like you're competent enough people to do that.
Well, you were wrong. Because Jen fucked that up.
And you know what? Real life Jen probably would have too. Sloppy girl.
Sloppy girl. I'm going to roll on my end to see how delicious the stew is. Dice just flew out of my hand, but it was a 17, so it's pretty good stew.
Pretty good
My
stew.
God, I must immediately compose a haiku to the beauty of this stew.
Please do.
Sweet broth of mine here. A treasured. Right? A treasured. 3?
I guess if you're
treasured. Yeah, three.
Treasured.
speaking an apostrophe.
Treasured.
Treasured. No, it's 2, isn't it?
Treasured. Treasured.
It's art, man. You can do whatever you want.
It is fucking art, okay? A treasured treat to be had. Dig in, everyone.
A beautiful poem.
The big ginger bearded man gives you a polite round of applause.
Oh my
hearing your
God, who's
poem.
this guy?
Jump joins in. Rapturous.
Blur bows deeply in extreme humility to this appreciation they did not expect.
And if you liked that, catch us in 6 weeks' time at the Lower Coastburg Summer Fair.
Yeah,
We will be performing some more of these poems set to music.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yay!
we must remember to ask the proprietor if we can put our flyer in his tavern window.
That's well
Well,
remembered. Well
That,
remembered.
and also, if they're looking for some entertainment tonight, we can obviously take out the old weapons. I've got the shredder on my back right here.
Oh, I think we've already. That seems to be covered nicely by the young lady over there. And I'm rather enjoying my stew and resting me old feet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was obviously completely forgot that anyone else was in the room. And so, my lady, forgive me. My lady. Because she's not stopped playing.
She's not stopped playing, but she at the third milady, which you've got to say is a bad look. She
I don't know what you're talking about.
she doesn't break out. She doesn't stop playing, but she does look up like, huh? Yeah, me?
Forgive me.
Okay. And then goes back to playing.
Thank you, my lady. And then he turns around and goes back to his table and goes, she's so untalented. Haven't played a note right all night. I'm just saying.
Little judgy.
I am just saying. I know when I'm in the best band that there ever was.
Oh, well, of course
With
we're the best band.
Greatest, most talented people that I could think of, that I could comprehend. Me, John Thunderden.
If that is an accurate assessment,
Paul.
then I envy the progress that she has to make ahead.
See.
It is not an accurate assessment, so I need to know from Paul, is that a deception check because he knows that she's better, or is it a delusion?
It's deception, but I'm rolling.
Of the self.
Yeah, I'm rolling to deceive myself, I think.
Yeah, let's go with that. Give yourself a deception check.
Just to see if a tear rolls down his face as he says this.
So I rolled a 23. If there's one thing that I can roll good at, it's deluding myself.
Genuinely believe this.
Yeah.
Because I'm a deeply flawed monster.
You
Asshole.
Paul Goodman.
Talk more about jump.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey!
Yay. Now, deeply flawed monsters, that could be.
Deeply flawed monster.
At the very least, a podcast description.
Yeah.
That's all that's needed. Oh, I thought that would continue, so I tried to scroll down, but
No.
nothing.
Just an accurate summary of these 5 people. I'd say 4, so that we can at least have the plausible deniability that one of us is a good person. We don't need to say it's Nell, but it is.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
yeah, Jump, you are fully in denial that
Yeah.
this bard is doing a really wonderful job. She's so good that you like the music just blends into the background. It's just pleasant, and you almost forget that there's a real person behind it.
But we all feel warm
Yeah.
and happy for some reason.
Yeah.
So does Jump, but the warmth is making him sweat furiously, and he's got a big vein on his forehead just bursting as he deludes himself so expertly.
Oh, we are. You're right. We are the best band in the world.
Yeah, I mean that's all I was saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. Do you need another? Eat your stew. Maybe just focus on your stew for a bit. You can't breathe.
Sorry,
Take some
I'm
breaths.
sorry, Maggie. I just get rolled up playing Van Man, Catch Me If You Can.
Well, it's fair. It's a very exciting game. I'd forgotten how much fun it were.
Telling me, best bit of the adventure so far.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Even better than
Better
when
than
we
that
murdered all
time.
those young goblin men. Gnomes, I mean.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I meant gnomes.
Yes, those young gnomes. Yes, that was exciting. I remember when I almost died and when you almost died.
Not really.
was fun.
Not really, no.
No. Oh. I had a beautiful memory of my home and everything that mattered to me. Did you have any
No,
touching moments?
Don't think so. Pretty sure I just got up and slew whatever it is had knocked me over by accident.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Another deception check.
That's a deception of 14.
You just
good.
about get there. You do remember that the Temple Guardian did survive, but you do seem to you've fully forgotten the limbo-esque memory you had in your death state.
Brilliant. I'm unfazed. I'm semi-phased. Continue with the story.
Margaret waves over to the counter, waves like 4. She puts, 4 like 4 more beers.
Yep.
She kind of points at the table.
Clive gives
She just
you
wants him
a
to keep coming.
solemn nod and then gets to pouring. And you'll know he'll be over in a while, but it'll take him a bit because he's a small goblin. He's got to get 4 tankards over, but they're on their way.
Yes, man. Excellent work, Clive. Doing the Lord's work. So, how do we think it's going so far, this
Mini episode.
adventure?
Oh,
There's room for improvement. But
We often like to pause at the halfway point.
Just take a moment, check in.
Just
how we're
say,
doing.
are we doing a good job? No? Okay.
We're doing a
Be
good
better.
job.
We'll try harder.
Yeah, probably should.
the adventure so far has been perilous, but well within our ability to cope. Only 2 of us have come near death so far, and I feel that this is a
good.
marked improvement upon our first journey.
True. We all died pretty much every day at the back then, didn't we?
Do you remember Steve, the 5th adventurer, who joined us on our journey?
Oh, poor Steve.
Steve,
What happened to him were a real tragedy.
I don't like to think very much about Steve.
Let's take a solemn moment in Steve's honour.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, was today his birthday? Were we supposed to meet up for his birthday today? It was, wasn't it?
I mean, spiritually, yeah, because he's dead. He's super dead.
Yeah, oh, yes,
yes.
of course. We celebrate his birthday in
But
absentia.
we often make the pilgrimage to the crater where he fell.
Crater. In my head, I'm like, right, I'm gonna write Steve in, but now I've got to write a crater in.
Yeah. But
Aye.
here's to Steve.
to Steve, the noblest one of us all.
Absolutely.
And he was so funny and had that interesting accent.
Yeah, from a far exotic land that may be problematic if done incorrectly.
He was the wittiest of all of us. Always had something
The wittiest. Every sentence a pun,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Every sentence a
that
joke.
was also
And they all rhymed after a fashion.
They
it was
did
a
all rhyme
palindrome.
after that spell he got hit with. and was a palindrome, you're right.
Okay, cool. Watch me
was a-
flashback
Yeah.
to just after Steve's been killed.
His death was so tragic, he made it almost all of the way back home with us when it suddenly happened.
I'm gonna cut you off. There's only so much I can allow. Maybe we're gonna see that there's no bathtub in the room later, Paul, and then you get a level of exhaustion. How do you like that? I control when you find water. Watch yourself. Ooh, my levels went wild there.
It was worth it.
I need the Justyce Loving Friends to roll a spit check.
Marek has a lot of spit. He's 7 foot.
That's true. The taller you are, the more spit you have.
Spit all the way
In
up
your
to the
spit shack.
shins.
He's got a.
Not for the first time. Mesa Isa's saliva shall be the savior of us all.
Fearbolgs have huge spit sacks.
You remember? You remember it almost worked for Steve.
Almost.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
well.
Crucially
Yeah.
didn't.
Shame you can't
Crucially
put
not.
out magic fire with spit. We did all gob on him, though. We all
Perhaps
gobbed on him as hard as we could.
God, it was just pint after pint, wasn't it? Of,
Trying so hard.
Oh, God. Perhaps once we have finished reciting poetry to our broths, we should all go around and circulate and get to know the fellow members of this bar.
Oh, I think they seem up for a party.
Let's socialize extensively, and at the very least, get a sentence or two from each member in here.
And also, hand out some flyers. Come on.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Make sure everyone knows that we're going to be playing.
Our motives are now manifold.
I was waiting for some sort of divine providence. I just thought they wanted to be left alone.
Nah, fuck that.
This is not my experience of taverns.
You only go to a tavern if you want to chat.
Exactly.
Yeah, not me.
And you look extra mysterious to make sure people are.
Yes, that's it.
That's true.
So tantalizing.
I sit like this with my hood up in the corner.
What you have to do, it's a very, very specific formula. You have to go into a tavern and be a woman, and then people will just approach you all night.
Like the elf bard.
So we all immediately go talk to the tabaxi woman.
we go and talk to the bard.
I mean, I'm
straight up.
definitely off for the great. Sorry, I put ginger human, but then after he gave me the slight round of applause, I put before it great guy.
Okay, yeah. You can all go chat to one of the people in the room. There's four of you. So, Blair, if you want to go talk to the great guy, he's still...
Great guy.
He's on his second bowl of stew, but he's sat at the bar, cheerily eating.
I climb onto the stool of the bar, which, if you were to place a camera sort of from the bartender's perspective, I assume means that you would only see the tops of my freaky eyes sort of coming over the edge of the bar. But yeah, turn to him. I see that you also greatly appreciate the stew here.
Hi. Yeah, it's the best, isn't it?
I thought it was a superior stew, and I know it well, for I have had over 5 stews in my life.
Oh.
Wow, that's... and I mean, no offense, that's not a lot of stew, my little friend.
No, and yet each one came from a very different purveyor of stew. So although my experience is mild, it is very varied.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you put it like that, I guess it is the quality and not the quantity when it comes to stew.
That's one of the best things about stew.
Stew.
Please tell us more about stew.
Please, allow me to introduce myself to a fellow stew enjoyer. My name is Black.
Wow, bet my name's Forest Money Tree.
The pronunciation was perfect.
Forest money?
Allow me to center myself for the first time in which I will recite your name. Your name is Forest Money Tree.
Yeah. Hi, nice to meet you.
It is the honor is all mine, Forest.
Money.
Please forgive me as I take a moment to just really remember your name. Just really get it etched into my memory. I will attempt to say it a second time in the hopes that I have mastered the consistent pronunciation of your name. Forest Money Tree.
Yeah. God, that was a real pretty little poem you said earlier. I really do like to listen to the arts.
That is excellent. Have you ever attempted to indulge in the arts yourself?
No, I am incredibly talentless when it comes to the words and music and performance, but I do like to listen.
It's marvelous. And yet, in having learned nearly nothing throughout your lifetime, you have only everything to learn. And that is true beauty. You are like blank paper.
Wow. Well, that's a really fascinating way to look at someone's life.
You are only potential. Remember that.
Gosh, got real deep at the bar there.
Yeah.
Real connection. Is this guy joining us for the rest of our adventure?
Yeah, so as you and Forrest chat happily, who would like to go talk to someone else in the catchpole?
Please don't all volunteer at once.
Did no one else leave the table after Blur left? It was just like,
How's it going over there, Blur?
Blur got up and Margaret quickly finished his stew.
oh, bugs.
Flick those out. Maybe Margaret might wander over to the tabaxi woman and ask her whether she fancied it. Hello.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind me intruding. I was just wondering if you might fancied playing a game of cards.
Sure. Do you know how to play Blind Man's Triple Bluff?
I believe I do, yes.
Well, amazing. No one ever knows how to play it. It's my favourite.
Well, count me in. I enjoy a game of blind man's double, triple, or quadruple bluff.
Well, whoa. Let's not jump to quadruple bluff just yet. Let's just stick with triple.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's for later on. Maybe after I've had a sherry.
Oh.
Okay. So she shuffles the cards together into a deck, cuts it, shuffles it again, deals you both a hand. I'm wondering what skill I'm going to... It's like it's a luck, but I don't think luck is... It's luck and skill.
We could just do a pure luck roll. Just roll
Yeah.
a d20 as a
Yeah,
luck.
that's actually... Yeah, give me a luck check to see if you got a good hand. Oh, that's it.
That's a 5.
Okay,
so that's
you
not a
didn't-
good hand.
You didn't get a good
but
hand. But now give me a deception check.
That's a 21 for deception. So Margaret's hand is bollocks, but it does not show. Face of steel.
Okay, so...
Margaret's played before.
And now this woman, who in the heat of the game, you could ask her name.
So what can I call you?
Hi, I'm Patrana, Patrana Catbird.
So Pachana or Patrana?
Patrana.
Patrana. Nice to meet you, Patrana. My name's Margaret. Margaret Battlehammer.
Bye, Dice.
Goodbye. Enjoy where you live now.
So that was her luck check to see if what kind of hand she got. Mm-hmm. Ooh. What did you? Oh, okay, no.
5 for the luck check.
Yes, but she did not perceive your bluff. So she narrows her eyes at you and then folds. Like, nah, probably not.
No, do I? Well, I guess I won't reveal my... I'll just take the winnings. I'm not going to reveal my hand and give away my obviously excellent bluffing skills. Or were they? Or were they not? My terrible bluffing skills. Or were I bluffing? Maybe I was bluffing. Anyway, I'll win money. We bet on this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I
she
hate it
threw
when
in
I
some
forget to do that until after.
She threw in some coppers.
Wonderful. Clive, bring us another round and one for my friend Patrana here.
Oh,
Excellent.
cool.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep this going.
And she shuffles another hand for you both.
Great.
Who else would like to circulate?
Well, I think Jump has been looking over at the half-elf bard for a couple of minutes. And
Oh dear.
he gets up and he strolls over in his armor. And as he's going, he raises one finger to Clive to be like, one beer.
No, you go fuck yourself.
Right there.
Clive just finished pouring the 4 beers that you ordered before. And he's like,
Before you split up.
one extra beer for Patrana, and then one extra beer for... Yeah, okay.
Come on.
And so he starts to pour a few more beers.
Fantastic.
Just lining up on the bar.
And he goes over to this bard who I imagine is still playing expertly, and he leans against the wall and glances and goes,
No shudders in recognition.
we all shudder.
"Oh wait, the bar." Oh, Christ.
Oh, you haven't played guitar since, have you now?
Gave up your career as Tori Amos.
That's right, I did.
And all for love, she said.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's just good songwriting material. Don't flatter yourself.
In the press release.
And he goes, yeah, pretty good, you know. Of course, I'm in a band myself.
Yeah. She's not looking up, but she's, it's not out of like impoliteness. You can tell she's just focused, but also like, she's split the focus in such a way that she needs to look at the guitar, but she's giving you conversational attention.
Which is very nice, and obviously this passes jump by. Yeah, so Justyce Loving Friends, you might have heard of us. We're sort of the forefront pioneers of ye olde prog folk. Doing some pretty interesting stuff with haikus currently.
Where are you from?
Where aren't I from, you know? But mostly Lower Coastburg.
Oh, cool. I was in Lower Coastburg the other night performing.
Oh, yeah? What, like at a sort of smallish tavern sort of place?
No, it was like a bard show. It was like in a theatre.
Huh. Bard show. So, sorry, like no offense. I'm sure there was a bard show, and I'm sure it was brilliant. But I was just busy practicing with the band. You know what it's like, the focus when you get in the zone and everything just flies out the window.
Totally.
Yeah, definitely. Like some of the songs we'll have to show you sometime. So what were you doing there? Like playing games, like stick and hoop or something?
No, playing lute.
Oh, brilliant! You play the lute.
She's only been playing it for the last
You
half an
say
hour.
to her while she's playing the lute.
That's amazing. What a coincidence. So what? Like how long have you been playing? Who's your teacher?
Oh, God, he's going to offer to give her lessons, isn't he?
Not necessarily. Just teacher struck me as such a fucking school kid way to phrase it.
10 years self-taught.
10 years self-taught. Do you know, for self-taught, you are sounding pretty good.
Thanks.
Jump might be the villain of this campaign.
It's very. I'm walking a fine line, and we'll see where it goes. But I think at this stage it's probably better if I roll another deception, self-deception, because this is something that he has to maintain.
Is this going well?
So that was a 10. So he's starting to sweat.
The delusion's starting to crack a little bit.
I would like to think at this stage it's obvious to this bard, whose name Jumper's not asked yet.
Pointedly.
Yeah. I'd like to think that it is getting quite obvious to this bard what he's doing, if it wasn't obvious before, as he starts to sweat and goes, guys, hot in here, hey. Guess when two very talented people occupy a small space, they... Do you want a beer? I got you a beer.
Thanks. I mean, we're also sat close to the fire. That might be why you're hot.
Oh, God, yeah. Probably that. And he immediately douses the beer that he's just grabbed from the bar onto the fire. That's better. Oh, I don't know about you, but that was really affecting my ability to play the lute.
That's okay.
You were probably the same. So, who are you? What's your go by, partner?
What's your handle?
Yeah.
Sasha Nightfruit.
So Sasha
Nightfire. I misspoke.
sounded like night fruit.
That
Yeah.
would have been cute.
Not what I had written down.
Fruit.
I heard night shrew.
Night fruit.
The legendary night shrew.
And I thought you said Dasher, like the reindeer.
Ah, there we go.
Dasher. Wow.
We all-
Dasher Nightshrew.
Honestly, better name, Dasher Nightfruit.
Wait.
Maybe you'll meet them later on in the adventure.
Wait, you're Dasher Nightfruit. It's your stage name, right?
Yeah, you heard me.
I'm like, I mean, in a way, I was, I would call myself self-taught as well, but it's people like you, like Dasher Nightfruit, who are my, if not teachers, then I would say spiritual guides on the journey of the lute.
Right on.
Cool. So, let's do a duet at some point, or sorry, duet. That's what we call it in the music world, isn't it? Let's do a duet. Me and you. You can. Well, I do rhythm and lead luting, so you can choose whichever one you're better at, and I can just switch. I can switch gears any time of the day. I'm Jump Funded, by the way.
Sounds good.
You might have heard of me, Jump Funded from the Justyce Loving Friends.
Maybe.
Don't embarrass yourself more than you already have.
What was that, Marek? What? You want me to go over? Oh.
That's Nell talking to Paul.
You just have to block it out at some point, because otherwise the doubt creeps in. Was that?
I just love the idea that Mr. Issa is such a giant being that this reverberated around the room for a long time.
Yeah,
I've just developed telepathy skills. I've sent that to you.
it's necessary because I
People
can't
can develop that skill in order to.
around me.
In a tavern,
Around the
it's
right
how-
stress.
That's how it works. As soon as you walk into a tavern, you have the option to choose from a select set of skills. I chose telepathy.
I'm your Kevin Bacon.
That's right.
Yeah. If anyone's seen or remembers X-Men First Class.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what that was.
Yeah, he was the head of the concentration camp, everyone, and he helped Magneto bring out his powers, and that's what I'm doing tonight.
I was just like Hollow Man.
Not. Let's move on to
So-
Mr. Issa.
And he goes, "Oh, I just got to." Yeah, sorry, my good friend Marek, he needs me over there, so I'm just going to go. And as he walks over to the table, Marek gets up and goes to whoever he's going to talk to.
I'm so glad we took it in turns.
Yep. You're sat there one by one watching
Yeah.
each interaction. My turn.
Yeah.
Marek. Well, the only one that's left is the ranger. Am I correct?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
going
Yeah.
to
Go talk to Aragon.
have a like.
We're like,
Well, I pick up my stout that I have, which I assume came in a bucket because I'm pretty big. I assume I went for a bucket, not a tankard. I think they serve buckets here. Yeah.
That is one of the serving options.
Right.
It goes thimble all the way to bucket.
Right.
Clive's just having a fucking nightmare.
dragging it. I just imagine him pulling it. He's walking backwards and pulling
Yeah.
it across the floor.
You drained one of the kegs, so he has to bring another one up, and it's so big, and he's so small.
Oh God. Should I help him before I make my way over to the?
I wouldn't.
Okay. I go over to Strider. No, the Ranger. Sorry, not Strider.
Listen, he's
That's
not
what I
called.
said.
I don't know where you've gotten this Strider vibe from.
I go over to the Ranger.
Definitely wait till you hear his name.
Okay. I go over to the Ranger
Barrymore.
and just stand. It's probably too close. Just stand up too close. Don't sit down. Just stand there and. Hello. You are the only one left in the room.
Seems we're doing a thing.
My friends have all teamed up with someone else, so my name is Morik. How are you today? What's your name?
Well, hello. My name's Jacob. Jacob Longgate.
Hello, Jacob Longate. It's nice to meet you. I'm Morik. Did I say that?
You did. It's nice to
Sorry.
meet you, Mr. Morik.
Smells like fan fiction in here.
Slash fit, get it on.
What brings you to the Tavern of Dicey Delights? Oh, sorry. The cup-holding beacon. What is it? Where am I?
Like you just made up a new name.
Do you see many mushrooms?
How are we doing this when we're all still in cages?
You're in the Catchpole Beacon, my good man.
That's right. The Catchpole Beacon, yes.
I'm just passing through on my ranger patrols of this
Oh.
wooded area.
Oh, I love the forest. Are you a forest man as well?
Yeah. Often found in the forest.
Oh, what's your favorite part of the forest? I like the trees.
Warwick's so wholesome.
And the
I'm
moss.
also partial to the trees.
Yes. Do you have any friends? I have bears.
That's a t-shirt.
Do you have any friends? I have bears.
Oh dear.
Wow, you got
God, it's like
He's
quality.
smiling awkwardly.
Really is quality over quantity.
Yeah.
With Marek.
Smiling awkwardly at, this, at Jacob.
Fuck, he's the anti-jump.
I'm friends with the badgers mostly. That's the animal
yes.
I most relate to.
Yes. They are great. I high-fived one in my last session. So in the last leg of our adventure.
No, you left him hanging.
Or did I? No, I think I left him
You
hanging.
left him hanging.
Don't let Jacob know that.
It's okay. Jacob doesn't know that. He doesn't know that.
He's heard tell on the grapevine. A tall furry man in a cage.
Somebody goes around leaving badgers hanging.
Big furry prick.
Does he seem? Is he? I assume he's friendly. Can I like roll a
pet him.
perception
Yeah,
check to see if he's not
give me
friendly?
a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that's bad. I got a 5.
You
I'm high and drunk. What do you expect?
you get the impression that he is the friendliest person you've ever met.
Oh, great.
man.
Okay, that's good to know. We're on an adventure through the forest.
Oh, you're still here.
We're what?
What?
It's just what?
What?
That the next 20 minutes of just what? What? I like stew. I like stew too. Cards.
Should I sit down? I'm quite tall. Maybe it's hard to hear me from up there.
Up here.
Sit down. Very small stool.
I guess.
But I realise now that I might not be welcome. Maybe I should have asked to sit down first.
No, with a 5 perception, you think you're very welcome.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
It's tricky when it's not a bear.
Yeah. Morik's just smiling
Hey, Morik,
awkwardly.
just pretend it's a bear. Just imagine it's
Just
a bear.
pretend Jacob's a bear in a moss green cloak.
I like your cloak.
Thank you. Can I get you a drink?
I don't think the barman can handle it.
Yes. Downs the rest of the bucket. Another bucket for me, sir.
Excellent. And he gets up and walks to the bar and then shows no sign of coming back over.
Morik continues to wait. He's going to sit there on the stool. On a stool that's too big for him. He's waiting.
Morik! Poor guy.
Oh fuck! After what, like 10 minutes, you see like front on of Morik, and then coming from behind, Jump slaps him on the back and sits down next to him. He goes, huh, crazy night, huh? Do you know what? I've just made some really good friends over there. And he points at the bard, who's not looking at him at all.
Oh, I made a friend of this man at the bar. He went to get me a drink. He must. It's a while. He'll come back soon. His name is Jacob Longshanks. No, shit.
Skimbleshanks.
Longate.
Longate, you say? Is that with 1 G or 2?
I didn't ask.
I would also
Oh,
like to know
that's
that.
rude, isn't it?
Player pool song.
2.
I'm going to say 2. Longate, you know?
Like Longgate.
Yes, that's right.
Strange name.
Yes.
Anyway, he turns around and goes, "Jump thunder in here, Clive. One more beer for my new friend." And he points at the Jacob Longate, who's standing at the bar.
Jacob's.
Do you think we're confusing them by moving tables? Will they be able to carry out tab? We were on table 7 and now we're on table 13.
That's true. There are only 4 tables in here, and the numbers seem completely arbitrary. But you know what? I think if they're going to be friends with us, then they're going to be smart, intelligent, savvy people. So
Okay.
they will figure it out eventually.
The bar staff, is that the objective of our befriending trip?
Everyone is Jump's friend.
As the night draws on and last call is shouted, you think it might be best to get some sleep, if for no other reason than to restore your dwindled hit points.
Yes.
Oh yeah, shit! I was going to ask.
Yeah, Margaret's definitely lost a few more liver hit points at this point. I think she's done that thing where this is her first night of freedom in a long time.
Oh yeah.
And she's
She went
not
hard.
quite as accustomed to it
Yeah.
as so she needs a little hand up the stairs.
Oh.
Blep is going to just turn to Forrest and just say, "Farewell, dear friend. I go now to submerge myself in salted water for at least 1 hour. But I am very pleased that my initial assessment of you as a great guy proved to be accurate."
But that's so nice. And I will tell you what, I think you are also a great guy.
Oh.
Farewell, fellow great guy.
Have a good night's sleep, my new friend.
So long. And as my people say, may your flies be fat and slow.
Ooh, nice.
I like that.
That's good.
Just before Jump leaves, he turns around and he looks around at everybody in the room, and then he casts Detect Good and Evil just for safe
Oh,
measure.
God.
Yeah.
And
my guy's definitely the villain.
remind me again what you sense with that.
How that works.
Oh, yeah,
How much I can hide from you when you do that.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you what if people are good or if people are evil. It just tells you if there's like fiends, aberrations.
Fae,
Yeah, I think it's
undead.
that kind of thing.
Oh my god, the great guy is definitely undead.
Oh, the great guy's the worst guy in here. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, you sense
I
none
just
of
don't
those
think.
things.
No, I just
in
don't
the
think
room.
Blur knows
Anyone
that
with the-
at all.
Anyone with the surname Moneytree? Suspicious.
Shit.
Yeah, so no aberrations, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me.
Oh, undead. Oh, well, in that case, no, you sense nothing.
Oh, great. Okay, cool.
Anyone else saying bye?
No.
Farewell, good night, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. And we all head up. we all head up.
So,
we all
yeah,
head up the staircase
you've
in
been-
a foursome.
You've been given.
but fucking hammered.
I'm already up there.
Oh, so-
There was dust, like the bar. Look, Clive got some dust on his head when I landed on the bed. So I'm pretty heavy.
Also, does Margaret say I'm battle hammered? Tell me what.
No, you know what? You've heard. She says,
Oh, fuck yeah.
I guess I've got to. You know what? I think that last sherry. You know what? I think I am. I think I might be. I think I might be battle hammered. And you've heard it before.
Yeah.
Jump.
I hope someone's helping her into bed.
Where are you?
Yeah. Well, right here, Maggie. What do you want?
I think I'm battle.
Yep. Ha.
Oh. No, it's all right. It went back. Went back down.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm battle hammered.
Oh.
Do you get it?
Oh, do you know what? I think I do. I absolutely
You
get
get
that. Do you know what? That is a joke worthy of the Justice
I just
Loving
thought of
Friends.
that one.
Really? Oh,
I just thought of that one.
that is amazing.
I did.
Jump rolls, another self-deception.
Oh.
Going along with the fact that this is not a thing that Maggie said again and again.
You know what? I think these self-deception roles might be things that we all actually are doing in everyday life.
Pretty much. And from now on, I'm going to be using my D20.
Ooh, yeah. You know what? I will call you a knob.
Oh.
Is that Maggie?
No.
You.
give us an and.
you
Give us an and.
All right.
No, it's okay. It's fine, actually. You know what? I think I can walk
all
it.
right. Okay.
I can walk
Great,
it up.
great.
She's definitely like goes up a few steps, totters backwards. You kind of have to push her
John's
up
got his
from
hands
behind.
on your back and like it's
Yeah.
the lightest of touches.
You've been given 2 rooms with 2 beds in each. What is the sleeping arrangement here?
Well, it's me and Maggie, definitely.
Yeah, she was going to protest against having to share a room with any of them, especially Jump, but she doesn't care at this point. At this point, she's got her arm around him. She's like singing old campfire songs and
What's
is
she singing?
like, oh, the campfire song. This is our campfire song. Good night. Good night.
Scrape the blood off our weapons and I scoop the shit out of my armor.
Yeah. Ho,
What an
ho,
amazing
We
day.
aren't all dead today.
I
Yay.
submerged myself in a big bath of water for at least an hour.
It's not quite as musical and poetic as the songs the dwarfs sing in The Hobbit, but you know,
Better than anything else in the Hobbit.
that's true.
Yeah, I sleep in whichever bed most resembles a bucket full of salted water.
Yeah, there is a bucket of salted water.
Morik made the mistake of getting into that thinking that
You get your submerge in for an hour. Bleh.
Fuck yeah.
And then you all go to sleep and get enough sleep to constitute a long rest.
Whoa.
So your hit points are restored from your many
Good.
fights in the Wild Eye Woods.
Right.
Jesus, thank Tyr.
We're not going to need those, though, are we?
Nah.
Well, I say you get enough sleep because you are awoken
Ow.
by a blood-curdling scream that echoes through the halls of the Catchpole Beacon.
Now Margaret's out.
Tell you, this musician.
Wait, I'm going to
really
roll. I'm
gone
going to roll
downhill.
to see if she wakes up.
Amateur.
That's a 4.
No, you stay
Calm down.
asleep.
Snoring, definitely snoring. She's the kind of person who insists she does not snore, but a real rip.
I'm up. I'm out of bed.
Hey.
I've produced flame with my hand, so I use it as a torch.
Oh, okay. I thought you're like ready to burn.
No, it's a cantrip. I can have a little torch in my hand.
And
Excellent.
Blur, I think, senses when the mighty Forest Father moves and so also awakens to glance around.
Okay.
Picks up a broom.
Forest Father, that did not sound like one of Jump's regular night screams. We must
No,
investigate.
It did not, you are right. It was a little more disturbing.
Slightly more. Yeah.
I'm going to venture downstairs. Downstairs?
It's just down the hall from the rooms.
Ooh,
It
all
sounded
right.
incredibly close.
I'm going to crack the door open a little bit and put my little flame hand out, see what I can see.
So,
Blair, if it's all right with you, Forest Father, Blair will sit on your shoulder, bow at the ready.
Absolutely.
And Forest Father is immune to poison, is Forest Father?
I think we've established. I think we came up with this law thing that because of their pre-existing relationship, Forest Father
That's
has
right.
become immune to Blair's particular brand of grung poison.
I guess
There's been enough contact where we're good.
Drinking enough tea
Blur's pretty...
brewed from his toxins.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? You spent a good summer just getting high off Blur's toxins.
Yeah, that's
Blair as
probably
well.
true. That's probably true.
The pair
That
of
was
you
the
made some
foundation
stuff.
of the friendship.
A mutual exchange of toxins.
Oh, that's not what we're calling it. It was a beautiful summer romance. It's very steamy,
Oh, yeah.
Very poisony.
very poisony.
So hot.
But we're immune to each other now.
So, Mike, you step out into the hallway, and your lit hand sends shadows
Fucking lit.
outwards. And you see that there is a body slumped against a wall
Okay.
and a pool of blood forming below them.
Can I see who it is from this far away?
You can approach them.
I will do that.
I fear that this shall be Forest, and yet also somewhat hope that it is, to eliminate him as a suspect.
Let's see, my little friend. We edge closer.
As you do step closer, you are both saddened and relieved, Blair, to see that it is the body of Forest Money Tree,
Oh, no.
and he is dead.
All right, there he goes. Suspect number one is not a suspect.
And you hear the sound. You hear the sound of boots coming down the hall behind you, and there stands the ranger, Jacob Longate, who lowers his cloak, revealing a beautiful, piercing set of blue eyes. He announces, "Well, now it looks like there's been a murder, and everyone's a suspect."
Just worked out what was happening.
You asshole. Quest Fantastic is Jen Blundell as Margaret Battlehammer, Nell Heald as Morrick, Paul Salt as Blett, Paul Goodman as Jump Fundenden, and Sarah Keep as everyone else. Story by Sarah Keep, music and editing by me, with additional sounds credited in the description. Thank you so much for listening to the latest ep and sticking with it right until the end. To this bit, just me and a mic. And you, of course, just me and you and a mic. And a dignity. Things are hotting up for the Justyce Loving Friends, out of their comfort zone, skating on pretty thin ice by the looks of things. I can't wait to see what happens next. If you love the ep and love the show, the best way you can help is by leaving us a review. The more we get, the better chance we have of getting out there. The more we get out there, the more we can put back into these shows. But we're blown away by how many people have gotten in touch so far. So thanks once again, Grumpo Dewclaw, to you all. If you've already left us a review, there are still several wonderful things you can do for us. Word of mouth is absolutely the best way of getting our name out there. So if you like the show, tell a friend, spread the word on social media, take a pen with which you would write great stories of Quest Fantastic, and then you consume it, and then the pre-knowledge becomes you, and then offer yourself out to particularly wordy people who also like TTRPG podcasts. And most importantly, subscribe on your favourite podcatcher. Thanks to Jen, you can find transcripts for our episodes online, links in the episode description. And if you want more from us, Jen and Sarah host the queer actual play podcast Roll Plus Heart, where they play a whole host of short-length TTRPGs. Paul Salt is film critic for Screen Mayhem and hosts the podcast Jen and the Film Critic with muscle man Jen Blundell. And Salt and I host the podcast One Good Thing, where we find good things in bad movies and recommend better ones. Because honestly, no one else is going to do it. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at Quest Fantastic. Send us an email at gmail@questfantastic@gmail.com, and Sarah's on Twitter at Penguin Panic for all of her beautiful artwork. All other links and handles in the episode description. The next episode is coming out on Monday the 21st of March, so we'll see you all then for another fantastic quest. Bye.